So, you want to get into bossing in old school RuneScape, but you're broke as shit and can't afford any of the best in slot gear. Well, I'm here to help. Hello everyone, my name is OxyM17, and this is the Poor Man's Guide to Bossing. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe for more old school content, and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/OxyM17. First released into old school RuneScape on March 13th, 2014, the Crazy Archaeologist is a demi-boss that can be found in mid-level wilderness and can easily be taken down by using Mage. For this boss, we're actually going to be using the cheapest setup in the series so far, coming in at a whopping 108k for all the gear and all the supplies. In the Equipped Items tab, we are wearing a Mystic Hat, a Monk Robe top, a Monk Robe bottom, Mystic Boots, our trusty leather gloves, a full Ring of Dueling, a Staff of Fire, a Book of Balance, an Ancient Cloak, a Peaceful Blessing, and a full Amulet of Glory. In the inventory, we have 2 4-dose prayer potions, 200 chaos runes, 600 air runes, a looting bag, a cemetery teleport, and all the rest are monkfish. We decided to upgrade from swordfish to monkfish for this video because you can take a lot more damage at Crazy Archaeologist than you can at Barrows or Mole, and of course you have to keep an eye out for other players while in the wilderness. And for those reasons, higher healing food is ideal. The Crazy Archaeologist also has the lowest stat requirement of any of the bosses we've done so far in the series, requiring 50 plus magic to fight and 40 plus prayer for protect from range. Now I could recommend a defense level of over 40 to survive the occasional melee hit, but I don't want to cut one defense peers out of the equation for this particular demi-boss. We're going to try to complete about 3 or 4 kills on this particular run, so I'm going to teleport to the cemetery in level 30 wilderness. Then I'm going to give you guys some more information about the Crazy Archaeologist, and then I'll walk you through a kill. The fight is fairly simple. If you protect from range, you're going to be okay for most of his hits. However, he does have a special attack. He yells a lot of stuff during the fight, like, you belong in a museum, I'm Bellic, respect me. However, the one thing he yells that you have to look out for is Rain of Knowledge. This is his special, where he tosses 3 orange books at you that hit through prayer. These hits can stack up and body you if you have a low hit points level, so just be aware of them. You only have to run maybe 4 or 5 tiles away every time he does it, and you should be fine, but that's what makes this boss not really AFKable per se. The Crazy Archaeologist has a decent drop table. Like most bosses, he's got some things that are pretty worthless, but if you're looking for money, he does drop Dragon Arrows, Onyx Bolt Tips, he drops 2 Rune Crossbows, he drops Cannonballs, Red Dragon Hide. Most importantly, he drops pieces of the Odium Ward and the Malediction Ward. Now the drop rate for Odium Shard 2 and Malediction Shard 2 is 1 in 128 for any shard drop, and I think it's 1 in 256 for a specific shard drop. I point these pieces out because currently the Odium Shard 2 is worth 1.3 million and the Malediction Shard 2 is worth 2.3 million. If RNG is on your side and you get a shard drop, be sure to close your looting bag and immediately teleport out after you pick it up. If the shard ends up in your looting bag and you happen to get PK'd on your way back, those 10 or 15 seconds in between, that shard piece is dropped on the ground. You have absolutely no chance of keeping it. However, with the setup we're taking, if you die with a Malediction or Odium Shard 2 in your inventory, it will 100% be the one item you keep on death, no matter what. Speaking of PKers, I know this is going to be fairly obvious because I have said it is a wilderness boss, but the Crazy Archaeologist is found in roughly level 24 wilderness, so you can't telly out with a home telly immediately. Keep an eye out for PKers. The Crazy Archaeologist is in single combat, so you're safe if you're fighting the boss itself, and if a PKer does show up, teleport out in the middle of the fight and just go back to Edgeville or Clan Wars or wherever and sort of reset yourself, get ready, hop worlds, and then go back and fight it again. Alright, so now I'm going to walk you through a kill. We're going to pot up, we're going to max our health, because I'm going to end up tanking one of his Rain of Knowledge hits. So the Crazy Archaeologist will always spawn on this tile right here. Every single time he'll spawn either there, sometimes there, sometimes there. So the countdown is almost done. 3, 2, 1. We protect from range. Then we just start attacking. He'll often lead with Rain of Knowledge. So just be mindful of that when he spawns. Get ready to move. Don't get too comfortable. But I think I'm going to move on this next Rain of Knowledge, and then I'm going to tank the one after that. So, of course, like like we did in the last video, we are using Fire Strike, so it's effective. It's not the fastest thing in the world. Obviously not as fast as a Trident of the Seas or Trident of the Swamp, but if you don't have a lot of money, it's fantastic. Oh, we're going to tank it, see what happens. See, it took 15 right there, and then it bounces off for the secondary effect. That wasn't too bad. I kind of want to tank another one just to show like the maximum damage potential of that attack, and I obviously want to be at full hit points to do it. You know, Crazy Archaeologist, it's not like it's Jad. You know, he's not going to hit you for an incredibly high amount. These are bad examples. I feel bad. I'm sitting here tanking this, being like, oh yeah, worry about it, and I'm not taking a ton of damage. I've been hit for like 35 before in Crazy Archaeologist. As you saw in the first kill, I screwed up and completely forgot the right prayers. So you always got to be mindful of that as well. Come on, give me a good one. 15 again? Okay, well, not as high as I was hoping, but I mean, I'm really not going to complain, sitting here willingly getting bodied by it. Again, I have 83 hit points, so if you do have lower stats, just be careful. Make sure you're eating when you need to. We are in the wilderness. As I mentioned before, this is a single combat area, so you shouldn't need to worry about PKers jumping you while you're fighting Crazy Archaeologist. However, as soon as the kill is over, they're going to come get you, because there's no, obviously, cooldown time for a player versus player. So, as I mentioned, if you see a PKer, just take the L on the kill, teleport out. That's part of what the Amulet of Glory is for, is it's a one-click teleport right out. Rain of Knowledge. I'm going to avoid that one. Cool. Should be the kill here in a little bit. Look at that. 2 rune crossbows, 20k. You can either sell them or alch them. We're actually above their alch price right now, which is good. So we're almost to drop rate. So maybe we'll see a shard in the next 10 kills. I'm not going to do 10 kills here. I don't have the supplies, and I don't think you guys have the patience to watch me sit out here in the wilderness like a weenie and kill this guy 10 more times, or 12 more times rather. But you know, math is hard. All right, let's do it. Rain of Knowledge. It's entirely possible to fight the Crazy Archaeologist without taking any damage, as long as you get your clicks right and you're praying the entire time. You can fight him without taking damage. However, with the bouncing books, sometimes damage is unavoidable. So these books could bounce towards me. They bounced away from me that time, but you get the picture. Some of these ruins here, you have to be careful of, because occasionally he'll get stuck on the ruins and you won't be able to cast a spell over them. So you'll run right next to him. Like if he's standing right here, I wouldn't be able to hit him from right here. And he does hit pretty hard. So actually, I will show you guys what his melee damage is like. Once again, I will heal up. So when he punches you, he hits you pretty consistently hard every time. Because, I mean, again, I'm wearing like a shower curtain to fight this guy. So my defensive gear is pretty low right now. That's why, like I said in the beginning of the video, I would suggest a higher defense level. My defense is, I think, 79, and I'm still getting hit for 13s and 14s consistently. So just keep an eye out if you have to run right next to him. I like to stay decently far away. I think I'm, like maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 tiles away. For me, that's what's comfortable. You could be closer or farther away depending on your weapon and your comfort. But yeah, the Crazy Archaeologist, I'd say, is definitely worth it for a low-level boss. I mean, knock on wood, I've killed him, what's going on, 117 times, and I have not seen a single PKer attempt to kill me. And, oh, I'm gonna get hit hard. Oh, see what I mean right there? Those hits stack up, especially if they all come at you at the same time. Stack up. That's a good example, finally, of me, you know, martyring myself. Now, of course, if you have access to higher level gear or higher level food, like if you have the Trident of the Seas, or if you have Ivan Blast, or if you have sharks or something like that, take it. You know, if you're worried about losing money on some things, you can take this cheaper setup. These guides are mainly designed for people without a whole lot of money, so if you have to sink your bank into this gear for this run, you've probably made a decent investment for yourself. Red Dragonhide again. Nice, not bad. So that was 4 kills. We don't have enough Chaos Runes to continue, so you can use your Amulet of Glory and go right to Edgeville. We, however, are going to run just south below level 20 Wilderness. And then we are going to teleport to Clan Wars, just like we did for Barrows, to restore our HP and our prayer. And then we're going to head to the GE, and we're going to figure out what we got. Alright folks, moment of truth. What do we got? We're going to check our looting bag here, see how much we have in it. Boom, 67.5k from 4 Crazy Archaeologist kills. That took roughly 10 minutes to get 4 kills with Fire Strike. Again, I will show off my stats just to show that I am a little bit higher. I obviously do have access to more money. I'm trying to show this for people with lower stats and a lower cash stack to get into bossing. So with 81 mage, I have a higher chance to hit. With a lower mage level, you might only be able to get 3 because you might splash a little bit more. That's okay. 3 kills at Crazy Archaeologist, still pretty commendable. You can keep buying yourself teleport runes, you can keep going back, you can keep making more money, and you can keep trying for those shard pieces that'll net you a heck of a lot more money than rune crossbows and red dragon hides will. Alright folks, there you have it, our first wilderness demi-boss in the Poor Man's Guide to Bossing. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide and found it useful. If you have any suggestions of other bosses I should do on this Poor Man setup, leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys on what you think I should do. Till next time though, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Happy bossing.